You know how you get those feelings sometimes that you just need to get the words, get the thoughts that you're experiencing out of your mind and into the world? Oh, this is me right now. Because maybe the last month or so, I feel like I've been doing so much personal development and so much growth. I feel so like vibrant and so alive right now. I feel like I found the balance of like work and play. It only took me a long time, my whole life, to figure that out. And I feel like I'm kind of just in flow in a lot of ways as well. Like I'm not trying to push and force things, but I'm also not being completely passive and just not doing anything. I feel like I found that balance point where I'm letting life kind of guide me, but I'm also stepping up and answering any challenges that come my way as well. So I think, yeah, life is pretty amazing and I'm really loving it right now. Yeah, I have been doing so much self-study, Swadhyaya. I've been doing so much personal development, and that's like a big shout out to Nikki Ayres, who's running an aligned course right now, which I've been on, and I feel like I've just grown so much in the last month or so, especially because of it. So thank you, Nikki, if you're watching. And I just feel, I don't know, I just feel like I feel called to get all this out. So many of us, including myself, without even realizing it, we hold on to these unhealthy mindsets and behaviors that we know are not serving us, and yet we still do them anyway. Even if we don't even recognize that we're doing them, even if we don't recognize we're holding on to like this kind of negative mindset or this thing that's keeping us stuck, it's still there. And it's only when we really start to do the work and really start to challenge ourselves that we really begin to realize, yeah, this thing is holding me back. I mean, I thought I had myself pretty sussed out, in all honesty. I didn't think I was playing the victim card anymore. I didn't think that anything was really holding me back. But so many things were. And I feel like for so many of us, if we go through therapy or counselling, or if we have a coach, then they encourage us to do the hard work for sure, but we also have to be ready to step up and do the hard work as well. Somebody can tell you what to do until they're blue in the face, but it's not until we're really ready and start to like go deeper than what we're comfortable with, that's when the change happens. I know for me, again, I thought I had myself figured out, but I actually had so much stuff just buried so deep. I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even know it was a problem. Either that, or I was just like, nah, just gonna ignore that, gonna leave that in the corner. Bury it under the sand, bury it under the carpet. Anybody relate with that? I think most of us probably, hopefully, do to some extent. But eventually these things are going to really get bigger and stronger in our life, these things that are holding us back. The more we try and move forwards, the more we realise that the bigger, the stronger these things that are pulling us back get, these anchors. So my challenge to you is to start to figure out what these anchors are, and don't be scared of trying to figure these out. I mean, get in touch with a coach or a therapist or a counsellor if you need support through doing this. I completely recommend that. But you can do it on your own if you're feeling in a good place in that respect instead. But ultimately, there's these layers that we're comfortable with, these stories and these thought patterns, these mindsets that we're aware of, and like we're like, yeah, I know I do these, and working through that. But underneath all of that, there's more. And these are the things that are really uncomfortable. For me, is this mindset of, I'm just going to get ill, I'm not strong enough, I'm going to burn out again, things like that. And these are the thought patterns that I didn't even realise that I was still holding on to. And this is one of the thought patterns that I'm really realising that I was holding on to, this fear of getting really ill. And the more work, the bigger I try and expand, the more I try and do, the bigger the fear was that I'm just going to lose it all, I'm going to get ill. hold up. And you may be feeling something similar, it might be completely different, but I think we all have these kind of fears and these negative behaviors and mindsets that are keeping us stuck where we are. Again, I thought I had mine all figured out, but there's more, there's always more. Until we get to this stage where we're like, I see you, I recognize you, and I don't want you in my life anymore, and I'm gonna let you go. For me, my mantras now are things like I am strong, I am unstoppable, I am limitless, and they are making me realize that actually I am all these things. I'm not gonna get ill, I'm not gonna burn out. And that's been just so huge for me to be like, actually, I can, and I am. So have a think about what's holding you back. Maybe it's a fear of failure. Maybe it's a fear of success. Maybe it's a fear of being seen, or maybe it's a fear of not being seen. Maybe you're procrastinating and trying to like avoid doing something that you know is going to make you feel better and you know is going to send you further forwards. And yet you're holding yourself back with these negative mindsets and behaviors. So alert, wake up. This is your signal, this is your sign to start to really kind of dig deep into these areas that make you feel uncomfortable even to think about them. I want you to go there. Again, have with support of somebody if you want or need, but start to figure out what it is that's holding you back and start to make steps to challenge it, to say, actually, I can. And then go and do the thing that you've always dreamed of doing, the thing that's going to send you forward, the thing that's going to help you shine your light, the thing that's going to get you to step in and step up, the thing that's going to make you more you. And everybody has one thing, I think, that you feel called towards, something that's almost like haunting you, this thing that's kind of gnawing at you, say, I need to be created. So go and create it. You can do this. Let go of all the negative, let go of the mindsets that aren't serving you. Step up. And that's all for tonight, guys. But don't live in fear anymore. Don't let these things stop you. Thank you for listening.